And the three things that came to mind were this. Number one, the person you had is the person you have. Number two is you learn the most about a person in one of two scenarios. When you give them everything they want, or you deny them of something they want. And number three, and most importantly, is the way people treat you at the end of a relationship speaks a lot more to their character than the way they treated you at the beginning of the relationship. Now, let me start from the last one. The way people treat you at the end of a relationship shows a lot more about their character than the way they treated you at the beginning. At the beginning, it's all peaches and roses. They flick your bick, they razz your berry. She loves you. You're the best thing since sliced bread, or he's the best thing since sliced bread. And when things end, or when things go left and one person is no longer enchanted, you really get to see their character. Now, this woman has been married to this man for, I guess, 15 years. They divorced, and within a year or two, you're pregnant by some guy you've been dating. Not a good look. And this happens a lot in relationships. People say, oh, they'll say anything to you. They'll tell you how much they love you, but the real test of who they are is how they treat you when things have fallen apart. Are they class, or are they school on a Sunday? And I think what she did in this particular scenario, based off the history, the family they had created and everything else, to go off and then just date some guy for a year and get pregnant out of wedlock, it's a bad look. Personal opinion. Second point would be, you learn the most about a person in two scenarios. When you give them everything, or you deny them something. You always get to find out where the person really stands. And everybody's got a deal breaker. Everybody's got a boundary. And if the person can't accept your boundaries, you should under no circumstance try to bend or change yourself in order to make somebody else happy at your own behest. Whether it's this person wants to get married, you're not ready. This person wants a baby, you don't want a baby. Whatever it is, big or small, you should not stop and end your principles to try to appease the other person just because you want them to remain with you. And that happens a lot in relationships. So the second thing I would tell y'all is you learn a lot about somebody when you give them everything, or when you don't give them something that they truly want. They're either going to walk on you, or they're going to walk all over you in both scenarios. And last but not least, number three is the person you had is the person you have. Now, we can talk about the scenario. Everybody knows Tom Brady was dedicated to football. That was his life since he was a little boy until he turned 45 years old. And there's a long history of his ex-wife telling him she wants him to retire. She wants him out of football. And when they were going through divorce, this man retired, probably trying to appease